Well, salutations everybody, what's a crack-a-lackin'? It's another day, another dollar. It's a pleasure to be here once again with all of you fine individuals. For those of you who don't know who I am the Craic. The image that is, or the video that is playing down there in the right-hand corner is of Sir Benekage. I didn't realize I didn't have that video popping up on the start menu, so I need to fix that for the future, so we're after finding out a bug of the system. So that's a pleasure to end up finding out. How is everyone's Sunday treating them? Is their Easter Sunday going good, grand, and delicious? Mine is going absolutely fabulous as well, thankfully. But I was in the mood for a bit of a kart racing journey. So I decided, you know, I couldn't be arsed spending money on Sonic Cross Worlds. Considering to get the deluxe edition of that game is currently 50 quid on Humble Bundle. I don't currently have a Switch 2 in which to play some Mario Kart. So I, in my esteemed wisdom, back during this game's beta, played quite a lot of this game. Now all of that wonderful progress is now null and void. I unlocked quite a lot of characters during that beta. I probably played the guts of maybe 70 hours of this during the beta, which is phenomenal. I'm still so crap at it. But I'm in the mood for a bit of a kart racer, so I figured, you know what? I might as well do something different. Play a kart racer here today and see how the crack ends up going with everybody else. Still waiting for the Easter treats to be delivered. Well, that's a pleasure to hear, Senior Duck. What Easter treats are you getting, if you don't mind me asking? And as for yourself, Senior Benekage, you know, you knew I was a Disney shill. I love Disney. Disney is one of my favorite franchises of all time. It's just a shame that the last couple of Disneys have been less than satisfying in comparison to what was there before. But at the end of the day, we'll see how the game ends up running. It ran grand for me yesterday, but we'll see what ends up happening. The three characters I have unlocked at the moment is Senior Mickey Mouse, Senior Wally, and Miss Mulan. You had a choice of getting Hercules, Mulan, Aladdin, and a smattering of others. I remember during the beta really liking Mulan, which is the reason why I went with her.
Okay.
I have to say, the sad thing about this game is, and thankfully they did it, because originally you had to pay money to purchase this game, which is the reason why I dropped it, because its model is a free game model. It's 100% a free game model. So when they initially announced this game and released it at 30 quid, I turned around and says, not a chance in hell. So I didn't end up going back to it. But I decided, you know, I'm in the mood for a kart racing game. I contacted some of the people in the very important gaming Discord group to see whether or not they'd have any interest in playing it in the future. They turned around and says, maybe. So I thought, you know, I might as well arrange that, jump onto it, and see how the crack ends up going. I can't confirm nor deny that allegation, Senior Duck. I suppose you'll find out during this particular first extravaganza into the race. But how is everyone's Easter treating them anyway? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious? I hope that the crackers treat you all 90, and that whatever Easter eggs you end up getting, that they are scrum-diddly-umptious.
Yes. Oh no.
Like, it's a phenomenally simple game, this one, too, which is the thing about it, too. It does, like, it came out in an interesting time from what I end up seeing as well from these type of games, because like this came out in 2023 when an awful lot of kart racers were adding in flying mechanics and water mechanics and stuff like that into the game, and this game doesn't have any of that. So, you know, it's a bit interesting the way they ended up going about it. So, like, even when it was released, ironically, it was outdated. But I actually think it's a good bit of fun. Like, the only thing it has in it that is, like, not even ahead of time, because it was done in Mario Kart Wii, is rail grinding.
Used to this.
You know, the joys. It's also weird because maybe it's the start missions that are going on against, but they're neck and neck with you until the final lap, at which point they all end up dropping off quite significantly. Hey, I'm not gonna throw a gift horse in the mouth. So is anyone doing anything exciting today for their Easter Sunday anyway? Are you playing anything nice? Are you going anywhere's fantastic? Your arse is tired, Senior Benny. Yes. You mean there are options, Benny. You can go for your coffee. You could go for a nice tea. You could end up being a dirty slob like myself and having a nice... You know, there are options for what you can end up doing, Senior Benny.
I'll do my
But
best.
I couldn't blame you now for going for the coffee. I suppose I should ask, which coffee brand or variant do you go for? Is it just a nice instant coffee? Do you have a coffee machine? Do you go with the espresso pods? Are you a schnob amongst people and end up going out and get your espresso martini directly from the likes of a Starbucks? In my local area now, there's actually been the installation of a takeaway coffee joint, and it's phenomenal because they expected it to be busy, but it's so much busier than they actually expected now that it's causing traffic issues where they have inputted it.
Kinda wish I brought my lucky cricket.
I didn't know you partook in and enjoyed spankings. Oh, Senior Doc, like, you don't know me at all if you think I don't like a good spanking. Yoy. By the way, I'm embarrassed myself in that statement, so I can only imagine how you feel about it.
Really? Got him. Yes.
Oh, the joys of when you end up hitting multiple people with a rogue trap. Like, that's the thing too when it comes down to Disney. Disney has so many bloody characters. It's kind of what I love about the Sonic games as well, because the Sonic games can end up taking everyone from Sega. I mean, the latest one for some reason hasn't. I love the idea of the Sonic team racing games, because like you have fucking Alex Kidd and all of them ones showing up. I know that the latest Sonic game has SpongeBob and the whole lot in it, which is an incredible addition to end up putting into it, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But like, you know, when you have libraries as deep as this, you should do this type of crap. You should try and make them good games, but make games that use the entirety of your library. The brand is whatever is at the bent and bump place for £5. £5 for a coffee? Jesus, you're a schnob. £5 for a coffee. I mean, it's only $3.80 in our takeoff spot. Oh my god. To be fair though, I can't complain. The most expensive coffee I have ever purchased was a $6.20 cappuccino that I had in a hotel room while waiting on a potential date that ended up ghosting me, and I was waiting in that goddamn hotel for an hour and a half and decided, you know what, screw it, I'll end up spending the
Serve me well.
$6.80. And to be honest, I was more annoyed at spending the 680 at the end of it than I was about the fact that I was ghosted. You know. Which, you know, I think that's a sign that I have my priorities in life correct. You know? You know, I think that's a sign that I have my priorities in life correct. So it'll be like a box of 48 pods for €5. Now, you see, that's a completely different statement, Senior Benny, than bent and bump place for £5 when you end up looking for a coffee and then immediately turn around and say that your fiver is to be divided by 48, at which point making it an effectively much cheaper proposition. So you decided to bait the Craic and make him seem like an ass. So your effective cost for your... So the effective cost for your coffee was 10 cents. 10 cents, you know? Which, to be honest, is a good price for coffee. It's probably shite coffee, but it's a good price. You can probably guess, too, that one of the reasons why I liked this game during the beta was its OST. Which is ironic, because I'm playing music over it, but never mind that. Nobody ever said the Craic was a man of his word or in any way decent. Oh, well, that's good. I haven't done the normal audio checks on this game to see whether or not it was too loud or too quiet, so thanks for letting me know that, Senior Benny. I literally just decided, you know what, I was playing it there before, let's go and play it again and see how the Craic ends up going. Green, my friend, what's a crack-a-lackin'? Is it all good, grand, and delicious with you? How is the Craic treating you on this fine Easter Sunday? I hope it's all going fantastic. I hope you're enjoying it as much as you possibly can. The Craic is doing well, as are the madams that have joined me thus far. Or unless they're lying to me, which, to be fair, they are all a bunch of lying bastards, so it could be the case that they're all having a horrible day and just refusing to tell the Craic. Well, relative, yes, that's what I figured was the case, Benny. I knew you weren't telling me the truth. Let me guess, you decided against your better instinct to watch more baseball. Because don't worry, that would make me feel relatively sad as well. I can't say anything, I'm playing a fucking Disney racer. You're an American, Benny. You live off of us nostalgia. I'm sure you have a game from the 1950s on your bloody hard drive there that you crack up and end up wanting to watch whenever you want to feel good about baseball. Yes, that's a stereotype, but it happens to be an accurate stereotype, so, you know, I mean, it depends, Senior Benny. Win a race and stay in a slipstream for at least 10 seconds. I think a slipstream is the same as drifting, so that means I need to be behind someone for 10 seconds.
I do this for the Fa family.
Now, I didn't unlock Wally in the beta, so we're as well try Wally and see if he's any good. Yes, Senior Benny, the Craic is always receptive to a conversation. Also, Green, what's the crack with you, my friend? Are you a fan of the Disney games? Are you a fan? Did you just look and see my beautiful red top and want to come in and say hello? Or feel free to lurk in the whole lot. This is lurk-friendly chat. Just don't feel worried because I'm in conversation with someone else that I won't, put him to one side, sit him on the shelf, and end up talking to you. The Philadelphia Athletics moved out of Philadelphia in 1954, and they still have more championships than the Phillies, who have been in the city since 1883. And can you blame them for moving out of the city? I mean, I've looked at Philadelphia. Like, what does Philadelphia have to keep someone there, Benny?
I think I know all the locations.
Oh God, I love this area. This is in Kingdom Hearts 2. I cannot remember the name of this area. It's Steamboat Mickey's world. This is Steamboat Mickey's world. Like, I'm shocked that Disney haven't done more with Steamboat Mickey. This black and white aesthetic is bloody gorgeous. If you can do characterized and stylistic stuff with it, with Steamboat Mickey. Like, it's one of, well, to be fair, the entirety of Kingdom Hearts 2 is my favorite game. I've said it before, Kingdom Hearts is my favorite franchise. But, like, Steamboat Mickey and the whole lot are, like that level is one of the things that made me fall in love with that game. It also helps that that level is also a gateway to the final, to the hardest boss in arguably Kingdom Hearts franchise, the Lingering Will. But hey, who knows? Maybe in the future, if I ever get off my ass and go back to Kingdom Hearts, I might end up showcasing that to everyone. What happened there? What the hell happened there? I don't know what you did, Rob, but thank you so much, I suppose. This is an elimination match. I didn't even notice that. So you're eliminated based on your position at the end of the race. They can't really. Steamboat Mickey is public domain now. True. But that doesn't stop them from doing anything, to be fair. It's just that they can't stop other people from doing it. And it's only Steamboat Mickey himself, and Steamboat Mickey has different design than Mickey Mouse, funnily enough. I don't know the differences. You'd have to actually talk to an artist about it, but there are actually distinct differences between Steamboat Mickey and Mickey Mouse. I think it's the size of the ears and something like that. And you can't call him Mickey Mouse. It has to be Steamboat Mickey as well. But I can understand why, like, you might want to do anything with it. I'm actually kind of shocked there haven't been more stuff done with Steamboat Mickey as a result of it. Like, I know there was rumors of a Steamboat Mickey movie coming out. Yeah, because it's Steamboat Willie is the episode that's in public domain now. Oh, it isn't. Oh, wait. No, it isn't in the public domain yet, Senior Benny. It's in the public domain in 2 years. Oh, no, it is. Okay, yeah. 2024, the animated Steamboat Willie became public domain. Free use of the non-speaking versions of Mickey and Minnie. There's where it is. So officially, you're not allowed to have them speak. I knew there was something that basically meant that you couldn't really do much with them. So Disney could still use them and have them speak. You're just not allowed to have them speak. But you could do a horror movie off of that fairly easily if you didn't want them to speak. I blame them discontinuing the Philadelphia chocolate spread in the UK. I've never actually tried the Philadelphia chocolate spread, Senior Duck, would you believe? Would you believe? I heard it was a nice chocolate spread, though. Copyright expires after 70 odd years. It's 95, I think. It's 95 or 96 because Disney kept suing in order to extend it. And weirdly enough, even though they had a lot of friends in the courts at the time when they tried to expand it, they didn't get the last expansion. Life plus 50 for music and books, 95 for images and characters. Yeah, that was the other thing as well. The copyright was set to expire worldwide as well, and that's an entirely different kettle of fish. But the only reason why that copyright law exists at all is because Disney has been pocketing, paying shit tons of money for years to Parliament in order to get it.
My training should serve me well.
And to be fair, hey, if you have money and you can use it to benefit yourself in that type of way, why wouldn't you do it? Honestly, why wouldn't you do it? Like, I don't blame anyone for doing it, if I'm honest. Ooh, fog challenge. Keep your eyes on the road, don't take the wrong turn. Okay, this is different.
Perfect way to begin. I need to be faster than ever before.
Yzma. There's rumors too, and this crushes my soul of it because, you know, Disney are Disney and they're going to do whatever the bloody hell they want to do, but there's rumors too that Disney are talking about doing a live action version of The Emperor's New School. And, or The Emperor's New Groove. And, God, that movie, I love that movie so much. Kuzco and Yzma and the whole lot are phenomenal characters. I used to watch the cartoon Emperor's New School all the goddamn time. You know? Because Kuzco is how you do an arrogant prick right. In my opinion, that's how you do an arrogant character right. It's the same way as the father in Ted. He's done right because although he's belligerent, arguably evil, depending on how you want to categorize him, character, he's such an idiot. He's such a complete and utter Neanderthal that that you feel satisfaction for his comeuppance, and you're not actually that bothered by the fact that. Okay, now we have to be careful now because Envy and Hero are on my ass.
Really?
Okay. Oh, Mr. Incredible, nice. God damn it, Hero Envy, piss off. I'm not gonna make it. 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 Did I get them? Oh, good job. We got the Hero. Oh, good. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Blasphemy. They cannot do that in live action. It simply can't be allowed. I agree, but we'll see what ends up happening. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not that bothered by live action shows. Like, How to Train Your Dragon live action was fairly good. I do think, and obviously you kind of stick with your biases. Like, as I said before, Earth's Mightiest Heroes is the best voice cast for the Avengers. I don't think there's any better voice cast for the Avengers but Earth's Mightiest Heroes. The same can be said for Hiccup. I think Jay Baruchel does an absolutely fantastic job as Hiccup. As Hiccup Haddock. I adore his Hiccup Haddock. I think it's phenomenally well done. But hey, at the end of the day, who gives a crap, you know? Oh wait, we did get Slipstream too, so Slipstream must have been on the... I didn't even look to see. Slipstream must have been the rails. Win the race and use 3 charge skills. Okay, that's piss easy.
I've outraced an avalanche. This should be easy. I'll do my best.
The other problem with this game, too, is it does check you off. Obviously, it's a free game, you'd expect it to, but you need to level up your character. And, like, me getting Mulan tokens is insanely hard. Like, you notice throughout all these fights, I haven't got a single token. So, you know, I did, when I was playing it, manage to get, during the beta, I think it was Mickey that I got up to level 30. I know I got Milan high. It's the reason why I play her all the time, because I really do like the way they do Milan. Yeah. The Evil Queen, too. The Evil Queen does have a name. Like, I love that some of the characters have names, and I can't for the life of you tell you what they are. Like, Aurora is the name of Sleeping Beauty, and her Evil Queen has a name as well, you know? I know a lot of people that don't know that Sleeping Beauty's name is Aurora, which I find fascinating that's ever been a problem for people to understand that. Mom, there's a gator in the house. A gator! Give me the shovel! God, you went awfully bloody, southern with that, Senior Duck. You are now green. Okay, okay, that's me being daft. So you're meant to use the one that you're the color of. Okay, that's me not understanding the trick of this goddamn area. Okay, I'm purple now. Okay, so avoid the green. That's a nice little trick, to be honest, that you need to keep an eye on your color, otherwise you're going to be screwed. I like that idea. Although, ironically, this is another zone in Kingdom Hearts 2, Beast's Castle. Also, speaking of Kingdom Hearts, because why not? Beast's Castle is fascinating too, because Beast's Castle was originally meant to be the home of Hollow Bastion. They originally wanted to have that in Kingdom Hearts 1, and Hollow Bastion became the home of Beast, because Beast was taken away and Beast's Castle was meant to be there, and Hollow Bastion just took its place because they wanted to end up finishing the game, but they wanted to keep in Beast. So technically speaking, Beast's Castle is the home of 2 different worlds, in Hollow Bastion and in Beast's Castle itself. And I can't even remember the actual name of Hollow Bastion. You figure it out by the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, but I forget the name of it. Something Gardens or something like that, I think. I don't think it's Radiant Gardens, but it's something like that. Who knows? In the future, when I go back to Kingdom Hearts, we might end up seeing that. Yeah, and this is where problems start to align. Recommended level 9. Then we get a race, Olaf, who we'll unlock. And then we're going to chapter 2. Speedster condition, recommended 10. Wait, do we have to have Moana to use this race? I don't think so, but we'll see in a minute.
I do this for the Fa family. Okay.
Oh, Disgust. I got Disgust mixed up with Envy. Inside Out is one of my favorite Disney movies as well. I think it's a phenomenal idea. Phenomenal idea that I think could be executed a wee bit better. I like Riley as a character, and I think Riley as a character is much better in Inside Out 2 than she is in Inside Out 1. But the actual emotions themselves are worse in Inside Out 2 than they are in 1.
This up as I go.
Also fascinating to think that Davy Jones is now considered a Disney character. The Davy Jones locker. I wonder how that's going to end up going, because I still haven't heard it be confirmed as to whether or not Pirates 6 is Pirates 6 or a Pirates reboot. I'm not against the Pirates reboot. If you went an entirely different route about it, I don't think you could do a Pirates reboot and keep it with the same type of humor that you did as the original one, because because nobody can do that character as well as Johnny Depp, in my opinion. Like, maybe that's favoritism to Depp coming out in my viewpoints, but I don't think anyone could do Captain Jack Sparrow anyways as good as Johnny Depp. But hey, I suppose anyone will try. I mean, they tried to get Will Smith to do the genie, which I don't actually think is a bad genie, mind you. I actually don't think Will Smith done a bad job as the genie. It's just, you know, you're combating one of the best roles of all time as well, so, you know, it's a bit unfortunate for Schmitty boy.
Any questions? Didn't think so.
I didn't talk about it last night too, and I might as well bring it up now to see what everyone's opinion is. Doc, Benny, if you're still here, what do you think of the fact that Arsenal ended up getting knocked out by Southampton, and as a result of which either Leeds and West Ham or Southampton are going to the final of the FA Cup? Benny, if you're here, would it be a successful season for West Ham if you won the FA Cup, made your way in to the Conference League, which should be Europa League but will probably be Conference League, and we're in the Championship? Would that be a successful season for you poor fools?
I've outraced an avalanche. This should be easy.
Because I don't know whether or not that would be a good moment to end up having to have Nuno Espirito Santos win you the FA Cup and get you relegated. Because, like, you kind of would have to focus. Like, which would be more important? Trying to win the FA Cup if you won today, if you were able to get by Southampton and then Chelsea or City, or surviving?
I will win this.
It's hard to know, really.
Faster than ever before.
Is that Huck the Jerk in there? No.
Really?
Come on, Mulan, I believe in you. I can never remember the name of that character from Pirates either. The love interest, unfortunately. There's some of these characters whose names I don't know, and I wish I kind of did. Like the buck who looks a bit like Mr. Pixelix. I have no idea what his name is.
Absolutely.
I don't even know what he's from. I think he's Belle's father, but I'm not sure.
Any questions?
I mean, I'll find out in a second, I
Didn't think
suppose.
so.
I think it tells you the name of the racers. Elizabeth Swan, that's who it is. Elizabeth Swan. King Candy. What's King Candy off of? Okay, I need to search up some of these because I don't know what they're from. So, King Candy is the villain of Wreck-It Ralph. Okay, that's interesting. Sam Flynn is the main character of Tron Ares. Okay, well, I haven't watched that movie, so that makes sense. And Zeus, I believe, is Tron Ares as well, right? Is Tron. No, that's just Tron. Caster, program masseuse. Yeah, so he's just the villain of Tron Legacy. Okay, fair enough. Interesting. I said if Arsenal lost the League Cup, they'd win Sweet FA. To be fair, Senior Duck, you're not the only one. I said that too. I said if depending on how they lost to Man City in the Carabao Cup, that they'd end up losing everything. And yep. I think there's a chance they bottle everything. I genuinely think there's a chance they bottle the entire bloody thing. That they don't get a goddamn thing. That they end up losing the Champions League and the Premier League. I don't want City to win it, but they're the only competitors that are there. That's unfortunate. So we don't have enough of them, unfortunately, to unlock Olaf. So even if we wanted to, we can't. We do have enough for the Universal Box, but do we want to spend on the Universal Box? Probably not. So I think we're stuck for the moment, unfortunately. And you can't go into Chapter 2, I don't think, until... Oh, you can? What? No, you can't. I mean, you can go into it, you just can't do anything. Okay, so we might officially start doing the actual, you know, plot, which I've been ignoring.
I'll bring honor to us all.
This is amazing!
Oh, cool.
Ooh, I feel great!
I didn't even know they had different costumes.
Gee.
I will say too, the fact that the voice actor of Mickey Mouse has attempted to do so many different, like, serious renditions of Mickey Mouse with that voice is kind of beautiful. You do not want to level up the mouse for me, do you? Well, you're not willing to do it for me, game. The game doesn't want me using Mickey Mouse. It doesn't want me using Mickey Mouse. Well, let's have a look. Well, there's Steamboat Mickey, speaking of the devil. And there's Steamboat Pete. God, that's a horrible graphic for Will Turner. Pam Carroll, my favorite voice actor that Disney has ever had. Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. I didn't even realize Oswald had a girlfriend. Also, I don't really understand why Oogie Boogie is green, but you know, that's a different kettle of fish. If Mater doesn't drive backwards. I mean, that'd be awesome if Tow Mater ended up driving backwards. I haven't a clue. I've never seen him. I've never seen him actually drive to know. Cruella de Vil too. Like, that graphic for Cruella de Vil is gorgeous. That's what made it so funny that they ended up picking such a good-looking actress in Emma Stone to play Cruella de Vil in the Cruella movie. Is he there? Chip and Dale, Dash, Disgust, Carl. Well, there's Carl Fredricksen. And Angel, my favorite experiment. I think Angel is Experiment 626. Experiment 625 is has a name as well. What's Experiment 625's name? As he does get a name by the end of the series. 625. Ruben, that's it. Lee, Lo, and Stitch. Angel. I believe Angel is experiment 624. Yeah, she's experiment 624. Experiment 626 was my first PS2 game. I had a Lilo and Stitch game on the Game Boy, and I can't remember what it was at all. Oh, my friend, what's a crack-a-lackin'? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious? How is your life treating you? I hope that the crack is treating you 90. I hope that it's all going great. We finally found one, Senior Duck. Yes, thank you for doing the shout out for me. You are a gent. But we finally found one, Duck.
Young?
We have found the sacred person, the one that we didn't believe existed. We have finally
Are you
found
gonna kill me?
a Spurs fan.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
We have another one.
Oh, I
We
need to
have a
look down,
second
Jesus.
Spurs fan coming into the chat. It's amazing to see, and awesome that we will be able to show the love. Who's the other one? I actually completely forget who the other Spurs fan was. I just know that there is another one. But how are you doing today, Owl? I hope that the crack is treating you 90. Forky too, they added Forky. Genie, Hades, Hans Christensen. By the way, I love this. Did any of you know in Disney lore, the reason why Barbossa was called Hector Barbossa is because in the first Pirates movie, they were doing a director's commentary, and one of the characters asked the question, what is Hector's first name? And Johnny Depp, with no shame nor compunction, immediately just went, Hector. And everyone found it so goddamn funny that they effectively called him Hector. That's the reason why his name is Hector Barbossa. Oh my god, Kermit the Frog. King Hearts. Cusco's there. Kristoff, Lilo, Lotso, Meg, Maui, Maleficent. Is the kid from Up actually here? He is! Russell! The kid from Up! Rapunzel, my favorite of the Disney princesses, because I think she's actually the most badass. I like what they've done with Jasmine's sense, but Rapunzel's my favorite Disney princess. I do like that they've kind of turned Snow White into a bit of a psychopath, but at point of time, you know. Well, who are you from? Tia Dalma, because you have an awesome design. What are you from? Oh my god, it is from Pirates! Oh, I love that character! Oh, I mean, yeah, like, in Wreck-It Ralph 2, like, she summons all of the animals, and like she almost has a superhuman ability to connect with the animals. So like if you were to do a superhero game of the Disney universe, Snow White's ability is call all of the animals and attack, you know. He's basically the Green out of Disney, or out of DC. Duck, we're not allowed to say that. We're not allowed to say that outside of the Discord call that we have weekly. But yeah, no, they don't want me updating Mickey, unfortunately. So it looks like we're going to continue to be using Mulan for the next wee while.
I do this for the Fa family.
Just because it's true doesn't mean we should say it, Duck. But how are things with yourself anyway, Owl? Have you managed to have your Easter egg yet? I didn't intend on having any, and then I end up waking up to this being left on the table by the father. And, you know, I couldn't say no once he had done that, because I wasn't expecting him to do it. So I decided, you know what, I'll end up having it. What? Oh my god, that those...
Kinda wish I brought my lucky cricket.
What a beautiful, beautiful cart that Megora is wearing, or using.
Oh, nice.
It's been good Easter later today with the fam. Well, happy out to that one, my friend. I hope it's a fantastic Easter event or meal with the family. It's always great when you're able to get the family together. We get our extended family together on Christmas Day and play a crap ton of cards, at which point our gambling asses literally become dangerous with the amount of money we end up losing. My auntie over the past fucking 10 years must have ripped at least 500 quid for me in cards. It was something I wanted to do at one point in time, was build, like, it's like, those of you might know I was in games development at one point in time, and maybe I might start some streams like that if I end up looking into it and figuring out how to do it right. I was tempted to create a card game of the card game, or like an actual game of the card game 110. If you've ever heard of it. I love that game with a passion. It's a complicated arsehole of a game, and you need to end up working quite extensively with the AI to make it interesting, but I'd love to end up doing something like that. It's going to be fun. Cards is our Christmas thing too. Nice! What type of cards do you play? If I was a betting man, in Ireland, some of the main games are Rummy. You're still not letting me up them. Okay. I'll go with Wally now for this one. Rummy, 25, Gin. We have played a bit of Texas Hold'em. Rummy and Blackjack, two good ones. And of course, the only problem with Blackjack is, and it's difficult with the family, of course, but with Blackjack, you're always tempted to go for the hookers. What a horrible joke.
Anyone want to throw the discus around?
Oh, by the way, officially, in Disney lore, Donald Duck's official voice when he doesn't have the rasp is Donald Glover. Like, officially at the moment, David Tennant is the voice of Scrooge McDuck. Which is beautiful because it fits Scrooge McDuck perfectly. But Donald Duck does have a voice now that isn't raspy. One of his extended family have actually fixed his voice in the remake of DuckTales, and his voice is Donald Glover. It actually fits Donald Duck surprisingly well. His sister's also an amazing character. If you haven't watched DuckTales, please change that. DuckTales is such a good show. Such a good show. It's phenomenally well written in the whole lot. Like, as a show in the whole lot, the love that the crew of that show ended up putting into it is a wonder to behold, genuinely. Like, it's one of the, it has to be the best, well, I say the best rendition. It's the best rendition of Scrooge McDuck is the Christmas Carol rendition of Scrooge McDuck, but he's just a villain in that. But to be honest, I also think that's probably one of the best Disney films Disney has ever released. Disney's A Christmas Carol. Like, genuinely, that movie is unbelievable, with Mickey pretending to be Tiny Tim and the whole lot. But those old school Disney Christmas movies are special anyway. I go back every year and watch them. Oh, yes, I go watch them. Oh, Wally. God, I love you. Actually, I didn't see it's even this game. It should have to be, surely. Yeah, there we go. Figured Eve would be in this game. Wait a minute. Depression is NU. Why is depression called NU? I didn't know depression was called NU. Did anyone else know that depression in Inside Out was called NU? Senior Average, my friend, what's a crack-a-lackin'? How is all treating you? I hope all is good, grand, and delicious. Is your Easter Sunday treating you grand? Are you doing anything fascinating or fun for it? It's going grand. I got in the mood for a kart racer and ended up talking to some of the people from the Very Important Gamers group. And they said that they had this game and played it before. So I decided, you know what, I'll get into it, play it a wee bit, maybe unlock a couple of characters, see what the crack is 90 to get it ready for there. And I played this game quite extensively during its beta. I had around 70 hours in it. And then they initially released this at a €30 release clause, and they didn't like that this was the structure that was being used for a paid game, so I ignored it. But I decided to end up coming back to it, and I really enjoy this game. Like, I think it's not near as good as Mario Kart or maybe Sonic Cross Worlds. But at the same point in time, it's a good kart racer, especially for a free-to-play kart racer. It's a good kart racer if you want one. Now, I've done nothing for Easter. Nothing wrong with that, my friend. Do you foresee yourself getting an Easter egg? Oh, crap. How did I change the... Okay, I didn't know how I changed the camera. No, get away from me, Herc the Jerk. I think Herc the Jerk comes from Magora. It's been so long since I've watched the original Hercules that I forget if it was her or if it was Hades that called him Herc the Jerk. I think it might have been Hades. Hades, the third best Disney villain. Anyone that knows me knows my favorite Disney villain, and my favorite Disney villain isn't because of the villain, it's because of the voice acting performance, the phenomenal voice acting performance done by Disney's best voice actress ever. Sorry, not sorry. Pat Carroll is a fucking generational talent and should be put on a pedestal for all to enjoy. Like at 90 years of age, before she passed away, at 90, I think she passed away. At 90 years of age, to still be doing Ursula is unreal. Nothing wrong either with avoiding the Easter eggs. They are a complete waste of calories. But what about yourself, gamer? Are you playing anything good in the last wee while? Have you been enjoying the crack? Well, what's life been treating you like for the last wee while? Do you have a long weekend? I know that some places don't consider Easter Monday to be a national holiday, like Benecog is in America. The poor fool has to deal with not having Monday off. I couldn't imagine what it's going to be like. San Andreas. Awesome game. There are a number of blights on San Andreas, but in general, an awesome game. One of the main blights on San Andreas is that what do you call them? The motorcopter. What do you call it? The play planes that you end up using a controller on, because there's a mission in there where you need to go around like blowing up cars. The RC copter. Yes, the RC copters. Yeah, like that mission is a pain in the arse, but in general you end up it's sound. And CJ is by far the best GTA protagonist. I have a special place in my heart for Nico Bellic, and my special place in the heart for Nico Bellic is I think someone so straight-faced in the eyes of the bullshit that's going on around him fits GTA beautifully. Beautifully. And Nico Bellic, to me, just fits that story absolutely amazing. But I also think Nico Bellic wouldn't work as well if you weren't so pissed off by Roman beforehand. Brother, you want to go bowling? Like, one of my big problems with GTA 4 is its ending, because if you do not like his partner at all, which, to be honest, the game doesn't force you to like her. Like, the game forces you to interact with her once, and then after that, you can completely ignore the bitch, which makes the ending of that game feel horribly sorrowful, unless you allow them to go after the other potential target in that game. For anyone that hasn't played a GTA 4, I won't spoil who the other potential character is that they can go after. San Andreas is unbelievable. Now, ironically, my favorite GTA game was Vice City until you had to buy the goddamn establishment at the start of the game, that club. Because once you buy that club, the busy work you need to do, A, cranks up in difficulty bonkersly in comparison to the rest of the game, and B, the game never bloody tells you you have to buy that goddamn club. You just have to assume that you have to buy that goddamn club. And would you believe I played Vice City for almost 100 hours before I bought that fucking club? Because the Craic ain't exactly an intelligent man and wasn't able to bloody read context clues. But yeah, no, San Andreas is an awesome game to end up going down. Do you have modded back in Coffee Time, a gamer? Or have you even heard of Coffee Time? Because Coffee Time is an amazing idea for that bloody game. It's fascinating that was ever even considered as a minigame. Oh, okay. So, how are you doing, Senior Up? Is your Easter treating you well? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious? So, Coffee Time is an infamous minigame that was at one point in time shipped out in a couple of editions of San Andreas. If you can find a version of San Andreas on disc that has Coffee Time enabled, it's worth the fucking fortune. Coffee Time is CJ throughout San Andreas manages to meet a number of senoritas. I'll continue this statement in a minute when the advertisement's finished, because you might have gotten caught up on an advertisement average, so we'll wait. All good, thanks. Spent 25 minutes looking at my faction ranked game, found one in DC'd. Oh no, I can't do it. I'm going to look and see, and I don't care, 2K, delete my fucking account if you want to, you bunch of scammy bastards. I'm going to look and see if I can get a modded engine or get a cheat engine that'll allow me to unlock the My Faction characters. I have no problem playing My Faction. I have no problem grinding up missions on My Faction. I have no problem sitting down here for 12 hours once a week, separating it out throughout that and doing the My Faction crap to unlock them. If the My Persona characters were left in a corner there and you needed to use X amount of premium currency to go into them after you've unlocked all the characters, that's fine. But the fact that the character I want, Drew McIntyre 2010, will cost me the guts of 1,000 quid, cost me the guts of to get all of the packs, 1,000 quid, the game can royally fuck off. Fuck off. So, you know, I'm going to try and cheat the game to get those characters unlocked. If I can't do it, there's a chance I'm going to drop the game and I won't touch the WWE games again until 2K no longer has the license. Okay, advertisements are finished there, average, so I'll go back to it. Coffee Time was a mini-game in San Andreas that CJ, throughout his adventures, has the ability to bring back conquests that he has found. So you can meet certain females throughout the game and you can send them out on dates. At the end of the date, you return them back to their houses, and after a satisfying date, you go into the house, at which point it flashes black, you hear a little bit of noise, and you come back out. Coffee Time? Are you beating me to where this is going, average? Coffee Time was a mini game implemented at the end of those dates where you could orientate the positions of which the people were going, fully clothed, mind you, but orientate the positions of where you were going in a particular room in their particular houses and enjoy a bit of, comment a say, risky orientations. Yeah, they made a sex minigame.
Hi, I'm Olaf, and I like warm hugs.
Yeah, they made a sex minigame. They made a sex minigame for that game. It's known as Coffee Time. I don't know why it's called Coffee Time, but they made a sex minigame. Yes, exactly like the God of War games, which is why I hope. Not that I care about it. If it's removed, I don't care. But I don't like shit like this being removed. I hope in the remakes of God of War they don't remove those. I don't actually care if they do, but like I like for prosperity that janky crap like that I would embarrass the crap out of a developer would be kept into the game, because you were that cringe at one point in time to add that into your game. Bloody, what is this remix? I haven't heard this remix before. Oh, I love this remix. Yes, and it's free. Senior up. Originally, this game did cost money, but after everyone dropped it, they recognized that this game couldn't be sold for 29 quid. So now it's free. Its business model is very freemium. So like, there's a lot of freemium characters in it, a lot of characters that you need to spend, that they advise you to spend money on. But like, I haven't spent a lick of money on this yet, and like, hopefully I'll unlock some characters. Like, they do give you enough stuff throughout the game to eventually unlock them. It's just going to take you for fucking ever in comparison to other people, you know? Oh, God. This is my type of music, by the way. This type of, beat. But to be honest, this song is, whatever you think about Frozen and the whole lot, this song is one of the best songs Disney's ever released. It genuinely is. Like, Let It Go is a phenomenally well done song for everyone that has ever sang it too, which is the other phenomenal thing by it. Because like, Demi Lovato has a version of this song, and it is fucking mint. I'm going to be renaming the account on which I stream, because at the moment including the word writing, but I don't want to restrict myself to just writing on streams. I mean, at the end of the day, just do whatever you feel yourself. Who cares about the name? People will find you anyway. Like, my streams are called CraicAttackCentral. Like, it's not exactly an inclusive name for anything that ends up going down, you know? So, like, the name is what you make of it. Like, if you want to have writing in your name because it's one of the main things you end up doing and you want to eventually do it on stream, bloody have writing in the name. Like, and use it to your own advantage. Like, we're gaming because we're writing history in gaming and blah, 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 you know? I mean, it's how everything is a matter of perspective. It's how you sell it. Like, Arsenal didn't create their name as Arsenal because they figured they were going to be arse. It just so happened to be coincidence that they were arse. Jay Customs, what's a crack-a-lackin'? Is it all going? Is it good, grand, and delicious with you? How is your Easter Sunday treating you? It's a nice to meet you as well. I actually don't mind Arsenal. I don't mind them too much. Like every fandom, their fandom is a bit much. Like, I don't particularly mind Arsenal. I think myself and Duck were on about this. We said, depending on how they lose the Carabao Cup, if they lose the Carabao Cup bad, they're going to bottle absolutely everything. And I think they're going to bottle absolutely everything. I mean, like, well, their name is Arse. Like, you know, when you decide to call yourself Arse, you know. Well, let's be fair. Spurs is our piss pot here at this channel. But, you know, the crack is 90 either way.
Hot rod, diggity dog.
Are you finally letting me upgrade you? No. Why are you bugs, Mickey? I'm UK, so it's a British chant if you've heard it, but I get you Spurs know better. Oh yeah, I've heard it before. There's loads of those type of crap. Like, I'm a United fan, so there's tons of bloody the best chant I ever heard was to Wayne Rooney. And I can't remember the chant off the top of my head. The chant of go back and fuck a granny.
I won't go easy on
Who do you support yourself, Customs? I wish I knew that chant off the top of my head. Like, there have been some vicious chants. You're United, are you? Happy out, my friend. Like the Ryan Giggs chants about his brother fucking his wife. for something, anyway. Josh, my friend, what's a crack-a-lackin'? Is it all going good, grand, and delicious with you? I'll be giving you a shout-out in 1 second. I'm just going to... Actually, screw it, we'll do it now. If you haven't, my friends, give Senior Josh a follow. Gent, Scholar, Twitch partner. Would you understand that there? Phenomenal to end up having it. Gent, Scholar, Marvel Rival streamer, Overwatch streamer, does other elements as well. Arsenal supporter, which means... Josh, you picked a good time to come in. How are you feeling at the idea that Southampton will lift you in, seals? Are the team for me with the neck patty whack, give me dog a bone. I don't fuck City, go home. That's unbelievable. I think West Ham are going to win it. Personally, I think West Ham are going to win it because it's one of those situations that's been so shite and everything else that West Ham might actually end up winning the goddamn game. I think Leeds should win it. I think it'd be better if Leeds did win it, for the fact that a demoted team got up in the FA Cup. Just not to be mean to Benny or anything like that. Just because, you know, the same way as the Sunderland story, like it would have been brilliant if Sunderland managed to stay in the top 6 for a promoted team to just do that. The story itself is nice, but it just reads that West Ham are going to do it. Yeah, genuinely, Josh is awesome. Give him a follow if you haven't. I don't mind blowing bubbles, but my favorite YouTube is Leeds, Bazinga, and MM7. To be fair, the Sidemen things, the funniest joke that they've ever done was Stephen tries on the second roast, turning around to Vicstar and saying that he ends up pronouncing Mini Mentor's charity MM7 as 7. That's an amazing joke. That genuinely is an amazing joke. Like, pedophilia jokes are, you know, taste. You have to be careful on how you do them because, you know. But at the same point in time, that is an amazing joke. But Stephen I'm loving that Stephen Tries is getting so much love and so much support from Jack Whitehall. Like, Jack Whitehall, every time he's back in England now or doing a performance or something like that, brings Stephen Tries along with him, and that's awesome to see. Like, I wouldn't consider Jack Whitehall to be a top comedian or anything like that, but him being in movies and the whole lot, means that he has that orientation, and like he is considered one of the top English comedians in the whole lot. So like, awesome to see him trying to give Stephen Trice a bit of love. But yeah, no, I think it's going to be West Ham myself. They are the most overrated group on the internet. No, I don't know about that now. That still might be Arsenal TV. But yeah, no, thanks for the song request as well. Awesome. Ella Goulding, Love Me Like You Do. Fantastic song, to be fair. It's like Italian Bach archery. Oh yeah, but we'll see what ends up happening anyway. The crack should be 90 anyway on how the game ends up going. I do think though, the winner of Leeds versus West Ham will be the team that gets into the final. Even though Southampton bet Arsenal, I genuinely think Southampton don't get to the final. Although it would be bloody hilarious if a championship team that mightn't even get promoted goes to the FA Cup final, which would be even funnier if the FA Cup stands on its grounds and gives what it's meant to give and they get Europa League football. Because could you imagine playing in the Europa League whilst doing the championship? I don't think there's anyone, to be fair, Customs, I don't think there's any team from the top 8 of the championship that are bad. I think Coventry are a phenomenally good team, and Frank Lampard genuinely should be given praise for the work that he has done at Coventry. Like, I still don't think he's an elite manager. Give him time, he might become it. But the work that he's done at Coventry should be praised. I think Millwall are good. I think Middlesbrough are good, and especially after losing their manager for Kim Hallberg to come in and do a good job, it's phenomenal. Ipswich have always had a play style that I appreciate, and I just like seeing Wrexham do good. Maybe Derby and Hull and Southampton are the iffy ones, but I genuinely think all of the top 8 in the championship are bottom of the table level Premiership clubs at the moment. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, Josh. He's a championship manager. He might become a fucking oh god, what was his name? He was with Rangers before they got sacked. Before they ended up signing on the Danny Rowe Rangers managers. Scott Parker. Russell Martin and Scott Parker, yes. He might become a level of a Russell Martin, Scott Parker type manager, you know, those two. He might be that type of level. Give him time, though, because Chelsea is a fucking... It was a shit show. And Everton kind of was as well. So if he comes up with Coventry now and has one good season at Coventry, genuinely speaking, I wouldn't be shocked if something like what happened to Vincent Kompany ends up happening and somewhere big in the middle of Europe comes and tries and robs him. I mean, Russell Martin isn't a bad manager. Russell Martin just has no fucking... loyal bone in his body. I mean, I like that Ryan Reynolds and Rob McAfee have done such a good job with Wrexham. Say what you want to, but they stuck with the club. Like, they could have just abandoned and ran ship, and to be fair, they kind of have the soldier years. But they're still there watching the football, even though they don't really own the club anymore. So, like, you know, it's still awesome to see that the two of them actually genuinely like what they were at. Yes, they got paid a crap ton of money to do it in the whole lot, and live in Wrexham or whatever the hell the name of the show was done phenomenal work for them and got them popular and the whole lot. And it has started the investment of tons of other people into the events as well. But like, you know, that's what you want to end up seeing. Okay, so we have to get to level 6 before we're allowed to go into any of these. Which we're only level 2, so now we just end up bloody fighting a lot, I think. Okay, so let's just do solo races.
I just need to stay focused.
And now we're going up against actual people for the first time in an hour and 20 minutes. It is a great tune, to be fair. Again, it's one of those cases of I love the remixes probably more than the actual tune itself, but it is a very, very good tune. I would argue, too, that Devil Artemis has made Kermit the Frog more famous now than the Muppets have in the last couple of years, too. Like, Kermit the Frog in the Devil Artemis series. How he's allowed to get away with that, by the way, I haven't a clue. Because as far as I know, Kermit the Frog is in public domain. So I'm shocked Disney haven't given him a cease and desist. But Devil Artemis using Kermit the Frog in those Cell Bridge videos is unbelievable. Just remember, you will be judged maliciously if you end up picking a bad song, Senior Duck. Or Senior Up. Senior Duck is judged for absolutely everything else. Yeah. But yeah, it'll be interesting anyway. See how the FA Cup ends up going. Like it's nice to see actual intrigue in the FA Cup, and seeing like I joke about Arsenal a whole lot, but it's good for the FA Cup to see Arsenal end up a top club that's on the top of the Premier League losing to a team beneath them in the whole lot. It shows competition, it shows fight throughout the whole lot of it and the whole lot. It doesn't matter, and none of the domestic cups matter, Benny. But like, at least there's interest in it. City will draw the winner of today's game. No, we already know what the semi-final is. The semi-final is City versus Chelsea. Is City versus Chelsea. That's the semi-final. And Southampton versus the winner of this game. It's already been drawn. That's why I was saying earlier on, I think the winner of today's game gets to the final. Yeah, no, it's already semi-final City versus Chelsea. That's why I'm saying there's actual intrigue in the FA Cup. Yeah, it's already been drawn. It's already been drawn. That's what makes it interesting. I agree with you that you'd be thinking that something is a bit cattywampus, something is a bit unusual. Now again, if they were drawn before fucking what ended up happening, then they would have gotten Arsenal or potentially, you know, West Ham or Leeds, but it was legitimately drawn. So, are you sure about that? Because I was talking to someone about it and they were telling me that it has been drawn up. That it's already been drawn and that it's City versus Chelsea. Okay, my apologies. So then I'm wrong. So then yeah, no, Benny's probably right. City will probably end up getting the easy game. So
didn't think so.
Okay, my apologies then. Hopefully I end up being right anyways. But hopefully I end up being right anyways, and it just ends up being Chelsea and City and the winners of this game versus Southampton. But yeah, fair enough. I'll hold my hand up and say that I'm wrong. In the rare situations that it ends up happening, the Craic can be wrong. But in those situations, we all must remember too that one Senorita Katie can go. Of course it's not working. Of course it's not working. Why would it work when we want to end up making a point? One Mistress Katie can go
off. It's a direction you can fuck.
What's this?
I mean, you're right, Katie. I shouldn't have made you lead moderator.
I can do this.
So Chelsea will get West Ham leads. Chelsea will get Southampton. City. And you could be right, Benny. But we'll see after the game. Hopefully Hopefully that isn't what ends up happening. Hopefully it ends up being what I ended up caring, because I think a Chelsea City semi-final would be better, genuinely, and have it be a showcase for the final. That's like, because like obviously it's not the same as with Palace, but like having a team that isn't one of the top 6 win the FA Cup, I think is better for the FA Cup. An awful lot of people would disagree with me on that statement, by the way, and hey, everyone has a right to their opinion, but you know, that's just my viewpoint. I think it's better for the FA Cup when the top teams are actually have to bother fighting for it, since they haven't been doing it for so goddamn long. Oh god, we're getting this awesome banger remix again. This might be my favorite song in this goddamn OST. And I've only heard it twice. Yes, yesterday too, before I ended up going streaming, actually no, it was after I went streaming. Yesterday evening I ended up going into town, and I ended up having an absolutely gorgeous Belgian non-alcoholic, and I wish I had it here because it's beating it and feeling awesome. Which do you agree with me, Benny? The fact that this is the best song in this OST, or the fact that the way that I want the FA Cup to be lined out? Or are you agreeing with Katie? Because to be fair, she might be right.
Amazing.
As rare as that is, she might actually be right. Can we upgrade him now? If we select him, does that help us upgrade him? Well, we don't need Mickey anyway. Hopefully in the future, when I delete the game or knock off the game and knock it back on, selecting him will help us. Megora, Jack Sparrow, Goofy, Lilo, Gantu, Triton, and Ralph. I might have to add this game's OST to one of my goddamn playlists on Spotify. Also, by the way, sorry for the bedhead. This is literally just Curly Sue CraicAttack coming up to you. I've done absolutely nothing with my hair. I know I'm an hour and a half into the stream and only mentioning this now, but apologies if the bedhead is a bit disconcerting for any of you. No, this isn't a perm. I don't spend money on perms. I don't have to, like some of you. Which one did you end up getting, Senior Up? Did you guess, did you get Slay Inspire 1 or 2, or which one did you get? Nice. It's a very good game. It's a very, very good game. I play it every now and again. I will say I do legitimately think the bosses are still a bit underbalanced. And they're still doing patch changes, and the patch changes actually matter. Like, are actually implemented based on current runs you're doing too. Like, I was doing a run there with a character I'm not going to say because you unlock them as you're playing the game, so it's not fair to tell you about the character until you unlock them. But I was playing one of the other characters, and they had a skill that targeted everybody at first, and then they changed that skill to target a random enemy, and they had done it during my build, but I had built my build on the build fact that it hit absolutely everyone, so it screwed my build. So, you know, that's the only problem with an early access game that can change mid-run. I had a yummy burger Tex-Mex spice burger, an onion barrelgy on a top with a Turkish style space. Now, Katie, considering you used the word had, I shall let you away with the blatant disregard for this stream's rules. You have broken the rules by mentioning food here and not having a picture in order to do it. However, I will let you away with that fact for the simple fact that that sounds so fucking glorious that I want an image of it the next time you have it. So the next time you have it, send an image of that goddamn masterful piece of description you're just after giving us, and I will let you away with it. And hopefully have it within the next week, because that sounds fucking unreal. But yes, shame to you for breaking the goddamn rules in the chat. But yeah, how often anyway, Katie? Because that sounds absolutely gorgeous. I must say, your attire is looking rather unique. I mean, you know, I like the red. I like this red top. It's beautiful. But yeah, no, next time if you get a chance, Katie, please show an image of that in the chat, 'cause that sounds fucking glorious. Genuinely, that sounds glorious. Did you make it yourself? Did you go out for it? Because awesome either way. I wish I had the ability to make more stuff to actually cook properly. It's one of the things I need to improve upon. I like it, but wouldn't be able to pull it off. I don't know. You pull the thing about attires and the whole lot is you pull off what you feel comfortable in. It's as simple as that. Like, you pull off what you feel comfortable in. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you wear. It doesn't matter how foolish it looks to everyone else. If you feel good in what you're wearing, then it'll look brilliant on you. The most bizarre shite in the world will look good if you feel good in it. Fuck off, Duck. Or fuck off up. That's so mean. Blaming me for Seth Rollins' attire. Although, to be fair, thankfully now in his new role, he seems to be going less wacky. Oh, so you made it from a frozen burger. Well, congratulations on that one, Katie. Awesome. Yeah, I need to start cooking more stuff. I know they're meant to be making a remake of Epic Mickey, and I wonder if Oswald's girlfriend there, whose name I do not know, I don't know how to pronounce it, I wonder if she'll appear in it.
There's not even a remote cam I want.
Oh, interesting. So it has the kind of Samoan chanting happening in the background. Is this a Lilo and Stitch track, or is this a Moana track? I think Moana. It's Lilo and Stitch and Moana, because both kind of, you know, Caribbean Isle. But Stitch! Okay! Lilo and by the way, this is a really stupid comment, because I'm sure people will disagree with me on it, but I think Lilo and Stitch is probably one of the most underrated Disney properties that they've ever done. I love Lilo and Stitch with a passion, which is why I despise the remake with a fucking fury. Like the Lilo and Stitch live action movie is a cancer on the legacy of Disney. And I know that's bonkersly harsh, and I'm normally more optimistic about stuff than that, but the ending of that goddamn movie. Angers me now, even just mentioning it here. Like, nothing on the actresses and the actors, like, genuinely, they do a phenomenal job, but that movie's plot, the ending of that movie, the fact that, I'm not, you know, I don't give a shit. If you haven't watched it, screw you, you can figure it out when you watch it. The fact that in the end of that movie, Nami gives up fucking Lilo to a new family is a joke. How are you doing to have you back, Senior Duck? Is the crack treating you nightly? Got a player in the MLS on 70k a week. I don't know who gave him that contract, but can't get rid of him. Yeah, have fun for that one. Let's just hope that he ends up leaving straight away, or soon enough. I agree. Is that, you agree with me for the Lilo and Stitch comment, or you agree with Duck for it's a disgrace that someone in the MLS is on 70,000 quid? Yeah. Now we find out if this is just broken in general or we can't upgrade anyone. Oh, you put spoilers on them. Whoa. I mean, you have to lock all of them, but who gives a crap? Okay, maybe the game is... Maybe my connection issues are having a problem. The screen... We're going to move over to big head screen for a second because I think I need to reset the game. To be fair, I gave you the warning that we were doing this. I'm installing Warzone. Gonna play with Lou and Raz tonight. Interesting. Warzone's been having a lot of bugs the last wee while, but genuinely, I've been watching Captain play it, and it genuinely looks like a gas bit of crack. When he's playing it anyway. It seems to be crunchy. It seems to have the right feel to it. So I do recommend it. Speaking of the Captain, by the way, if you can, Warzone Man does Arc Raiders and a whole lot and is lurking in here, which is the reason why I have no problem doing this. Give the Captain a follow as well. Fantastic streamer, both on YouTube and on Twitch if you can do. Gent and a Scholar, fantastic streamer there. Plays Warzone, plays Arc Raiders and a number of other stuff. Got an epic on Arc earlier, Snow Globe. I ended up getting that as well. The good thing with the Snow Globe Senior up is that if you don't sell them, they'll appear in your Raider Hub. They'll appear in your Raider Hub and you can see them there. So it's really cool that way as well. Yeah, no, genuinely, those type of stuff. In fact, I think most of the luxury items will appear in the Raider Hub on random occurrences if you keep them in your stash. Like, an example is the lemons sometimes appeared for me, which was fascinating as well. Okay, let's see if she's actually working again now. Yay! The level up is working again. Why would that bother you? Why would you be fuming that he picked up 7? Oh, that he picked up 7 up. Yeah. So, I'll be honest. I don't care about the difference between Sprite and 7-Up, but there is one reason I go for Sprite. over 7-Up. And yes, it's because I'm a mark. Yes, it's because I'm a mark. One Jim Cornette drinks exclusively Sprite because he turns around and he says that there's less artificial inclusings and the whole lot in it than the likes of 7-Up and other sodas of its variants. And although obviously he's in no way a scientist or anything like that, and you can't really trust his words alone, the fact that he's around wrestlers who are built jacked like shite and have the power to kill the likes of me means fuck am I going against the opinion of one James E. Cornette. And if he was to tell me that if you got maximum amount of protein from eating goddamn dog food, I'd be half tempted to listen to him. I wouldn't do it, but I'd be half tempted to listen to him. Ooh, we've special events unlocked. Okay. Ooh, okay. What do we do? I mean, we are level 10, so... Yeah, okay. Manual boost for 8 seconds. We can do that easily. Use a skill 5 times in top 3. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's go with the mouse. Yeah, but like, again, you know, I'm a mark, so... It's more like, that's the reason why 2K managed to rob 150 quid from me. The pricks. Now, to be fair, I'm a mark on a number of things. It's not just WWE. Disney, I'm not near as big of a mark on Disney as I am on other stuff, which is the reason why Kingdom Hearts, I love Kingdom Hearts so much. But, you know, I am just a mark on it as well. Ooh, it's only 1 lap. Interesting. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. This is Apprentice, and we are the same level as it, so we have to be somewhat careful of what we're doing here. The boost is a bit different than other games. Obviously, the tires light up, and then you get a tiny bit of a boost, but like holding it too, I don't know if holding it longer gets you a longer boost charge, but I hope I got all of the things on it. I should have. I think we used 5 skills. Did we? Yay! Okay, good. Oh, okay. So we got Mickey Mouse tokens for that. That's handy. The fact that it gives you daily little events like this to get up tokens, this wasn't in the beta. That's nice. Like, that's genuinely a nice inclusion. Jesse Capsule, unlock Jesse Ham. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. I don't know how hard it is. Use a racer from tier 5, tier 1. It sends you back to here. I don't know. So this special event just must be due. Okay, no. So this special event, it's currently not giving me the option to scrolls, okay? So the Jesse one must be just user in random races. Finish a race in multiplayer. Damn it. I mean, it's here for 3 days. I think Di was on about setting it to soon enough. I had set it for a week, a good bit down, so I don't think we'll be doing multiplayer. Trooper, Monday night. Yeah, he hasn't changed it yet. Fair enough. Let's see if Di ends up changing it later on. Anyway, fine. For now, let's just do the daily treasure one. Ooh, okay. Advanced Expert Superstar. Well, there's no point in me even attempting to do it as a superstar. My ass will get walloped. But that's interesting. Want to see how bad... I'd say go for it. Wait, go for it at Superstar and see how bad I lose. Is it? Which bit? Oh, yeah, but I don't... It's not that. It's that I have no one to do multiplayer with. Oh, I can just join a random party, I suppose. See, that's the thing. Like, I have no invites and there's nothing available there to do it, so I can't actually do multiplayer. I mean, maybe team mode does it for me? Let's try a team mode and see if that ends up working, counting towards multiplayer. Hopefully it does. So 25 minutes into that game, their lead seemed to be dominating West Ham, but I'm not watching it, so I can't tell. Is anyone actually watching the game and able to tell me whether or not they are? Okay, so
Playtime is over.
by the way, this will tell you a lot about my Disney lore. For the longest time, I thought Aurora and Cinderella were the same character in a different story. I literally thought Aurora and Cinderella were the same character. Literally just that it was a different telling of the Cinderella story, and that it was just them using Cinderella as the same character for both. But hey, you know. Because they look almost identical. But I do love how they've started to give Aurora, Sleeping Beauty, more of a personality too, and supplemental Disney crap. Because obviously Sleeping Beauty doesn't really have a personality, because you don't really know Sleeping Beauty because she's asleep for most of the fucking movie. But the fact that she's just a contrarian who can't not fall asleep is kind of really funny to me. But I'm also into that type of crap. I please nerf Craic. Oh, come on. It's just because I'm actually somewhat good at this. It's also because of how low level I am. Like, because of the fact that I've started from a fresh save and I've actually played, like, the beta of this game, I know how the game ends up playing, and I'm actually not bad at kart racers, funnily enough. Like, I'd be very good at the likes of Mario Kart if I actually bother my arse to buy the fucking game. I'm not bad at kart racers. You know? It's kind of the reason why I wanted to go into it, because I really am missing the fact that I don't have a Switch 2. I don't want to buy a Switch 2. The bloody thing costs too much money, and I'd be buying it for 3 games. I'd be buying it for the Wind and Waves of Pokemon, which, depending on how that goes, I might actually buy it. Pokepedia, and Mario Kart. Admittedly, I might end up getting Mystery Dungeon 2. Admittedly, I might end up getting the remake of Red Mystery Dungeon, because genuinely, I love the Mystery Dungeon games. Leeds are 1-0 up! Leeds are 1-0 up, my friends. Benny, I'm sorry, my friend. You might be screwed. I wonder if me getting first is enough for us to actually win this. I don't think so. All right, man. I'm going to head out for a bit. Okay, if I message you about possible collab, anytime, my friend. Anytime. As I said, I'm to anyone, by the way, that ever comes in through here, you can message me at any time. I am always up to be messaged. There's never a time where you can't end up messaging me. Obviously, if you're drunk, don't message me. I don't want to be hearing you shout at me or bellow at me or get pissy at me, or, you know, if I have a different opinion, you shouting down the end of a computer, I will ban you for a while if you do that, and I'll give you a chance to end up being sound if you you know, are sound about it. But like, just don't be at that. Otherwise, message me whenever you want to. Whisper, collab, message. I'm up for the whole lot of it. I do streaming for fun. I do gaming for fun, and I'm happy to do all of the above. So anytime for anyone that ends up coming in here, message me. And I kind of have the same principle. I message people the same way. Maybe I'm a bit of an annoying tit for doing it, but I try to be fair and not be too annoying. Okay, so we have tails as well, and then the limited events. Interesting. Okay, and then we have 2 tries left of the treasure rush. I'm actually tempted to try the treasure rush at 30, even though there's not a chance of me winning it. But no, there's no point. Well, here, let's do it at 15 first. Let's do it at 15 first with Wally and see how we do. And if we do well at 15 with Wally, we'll try the 30 just for the gish. Just for the gish. And we'll see how it goes. Thank you so much, Senior Up. And remember, I have been Stupid Sexy Craic, Schlongafol, and as always, poke me home, my friend. Okay. Items to collect. Let's see how we do. Gaston! Oh, we're in Cars universe. Interesting. Holy moly, it rips the crap out of you, doesn't it? Missed it. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm being first. Okay. Slammed into the wall. It's unfortunate. Got the box. Turn the corner there. Good. Corner here. Good. There's another lap anyways. Yes. Actually, it was wrong to do that twice. Oh, you can make that jump from the ground? Oh, that's fascinating. I didn't think you could make that jump from the ground. Yeah, I actually genuinely didn't think you could make that jump from the ground, so that's actually genuinely fascinating. We hit anyone? Yes, we did. And we win, too. So we can win it at 15. We can win it at 15. Can we win it? Can we win it at 30? No, it's probably the answer to the question. But we did win it. I mean, no is definitely the answer to that question. And it's definitely a waste of a daily challenge to attempt it. But screw it, let's chance our arm. Screw it, let's chance our arm. It's time for the Craic to get royally trounced. I'm gonna get royally trounced. I'm gonna get destroyed in this. Okay.
Abu's gonna be so jealous.
Aladdin, Jack Sparrow, Mike Wazowski. Okay. Okay, we pretty much always want to be on boost and not have that happen. I'm in second. Well, I was second. Yeah, I pretty much have to be on boost consistently in order to have an attempt at this because my car is much slower than everyone else's. Oh no! No! Fucking pricks! I'm fifth, okay. Can we make it? Doubt it. Fourth though. Fourth though. Yeah, I was saying it there to them, Benny. I'm sorry to hear it that Leeds went 1-0 up. I mean, there's still hope in your hearts, but the likelihood of you coming back to win it is unfortunately diminished. We got sixth. Okay. Yeah, we were too slow. It's the fact that we didn't get last with such a demonstrable level difference is actually quite impressive. But we were 9 seconds too slow. But like that was the thing too. Leeds were dominating me. So that's the unfortunate thing that ended up coming down there. It also doesn't help that Ye made some questionable decisions. Like, I don't know how Ye ever thought Axel the Sassy was going to be a good addition to Ye. But hey, you know, shit happens. I should have been a cheap ass and been a United fan. I mean, you still can be. Join us, Benny. Join the dark side. We will accept you with open arms. I peeked the fucking mic again. He knew that, by the way, Senior Duck. You didn't need to tell him. I might end up getting you, if you're available on a time outside of this, to help me with a couple of audio things. Because I'm noticing too that during the broadcasts, the camera seems clear enough. But when I'm trying to make clips too, the camera is muddy as hell. So maybe you can help me try and fix those type of things because you seem to know how they end up working a bit. Obviously, if you don't want to, that's fine as well. But I'd appreciate it if you were willing to do so. No, but you can help me with the audio. You can help me with some of it anyway. No, I'd love to know someone that was actually good with hardware. Because I'm well, like, ironically, I'm a software developer shite about hardware and software, but hey, you know, you do what you can.
You cretins won't know what
God, Randall Skeens. I love Randall Skeens. Although he's not my favorite Randall. He's not my favorite Randall. My favorite Randall is Randall Weasley. And if anyone knows who Randall Weasley is, congratulations to you. You are a person of esteemed culture. I'll give you an internet cookie if you can tell me exactly who Randall Weasley is from. Yeah, it is the Disney Channel show, by the way. It's also a show that is one of my favorite protagonists of any show ever. Yes, Randall Weasley is from Recess. You are a man of culture, Senior Duck. Culture, I dare say. Why the fuck am I going so slow? The granny teacher in his class in the movie. I absolutely adore Miss Finster. I think Miss Finster is the perfect representation of the mean bitch teacher who genuinely has the students' best interests at heart. Her and Principal, oh God, I cannot remember the name of the principal, and I should do, because he just is my favorite rendition of a principal in any show ever. Like genuinely, all of the characters, everyone in that show is done down to the bloody ground. It is almost, to me, the perfect representation of what a school should be, because it has the proper showcases of how bullying works, the proper showcases of how kids need to end up dealing with themselves and trying to improve themselves and the whole lot. I genuinely think Recess is almost the perfect show. And it comes at the time of almost perfect shows as well, because another show that Disney ended up having that is galore is fucking Fillmore. Fillmore is such a good show. Prickly! That's his name! Principal Prickly. Yeah, and then you have Vincent Pierce, Vince LaSalle, Ashley Spinelli, Gretchen Grundler, Theodore J. Detweiler, Michael Mikey Blumberg, Randall Weens. Unbelievable. Yes, watching with the popcorn there, Senior Josh. We're doing fantastic. Are you streaming today yourself, by the way, Josh? If you don't mind me asking. And good. That means that we're after getting... Yes, we're after getting a upgrade point for Wally. So that means we can level up Wally one more time. Beautiful. So you do that once a day. Beautiful. Actually, that's awesome. The fact that they have the racer boost that gets you 1 point in them is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. I love that. I'm actually quite impressed by this. Like, for a free-to-play game, I'm actually quite impressed by how they're doing this at the moment. Yeah, I've only unlocked 3 characters, but I haven't blocked yet 3 hours into the game. It's not stupid enough to put time restraints in to stop you from playing the goddamn game. I'm actually enjoying playing it at the moment. I genuinely like this. Because I believe that's an XLR mic you're using. Sent you something on Discord. I'm not actually sure if it is an XLR mic. I know, I can tell you the brand and the whole lot from a Razer. Ooh, nice. Okay, yeah, no, I don't have anything as fancy as that. Yeah, it is a USB. It is a USB. Yeah, you can see there. No, it's USB. It connects straight up to the USB sensor in the back of the computer. So it is directly that way. Yeah, I'll get the actual brand of it in the whole lot because I bought it for piss cheap when the GameStop in my local area ended up going down. So I'll tell you exactly what it is. My products. It's a Razer Sarin V2 professional grade microphone, FRML packaging. So that. I mean, it does good. For the most part, I don't care because I'm talking fine. You're able to end up hearing me in the whole lot, so it doesn't bother me that much. It's just curious. Oh yeah, daily specials too. I mean, you know what? Screw it. I will do. I will do. Buy Mulan and buy the Emperor of China. We could buy a Mickey Mouse as well, but I don't think we bother. Not yet, anyways. Megora is interesting. Upgrade coins, we don't need them yet. And then we unlock later on for kart details, but that's cool. Okay. What is free in the season that I'm missing? Light years, tire and the whole lot. Nothing there. Universal box. I think we have the free stuff taken. Unless I'm missing something. Yeah, I think we have the free stuff taken. I think the game is just being a bit daft. Anyway, never mind. Anyway, let's upgrade Mulan twice. And the Emperor of China is there too, which is nice. We have an addition put onto her. Cool. Festive pass we have here, and we can claim our small ones, which is the Cheshire Grin. The Cheshire Cat's gorgeous, to be fair. The Cheshire Cat was always one of my favorite side characters, but then again, as I've mentioned on the stream tons of times, the Cheshire Cat in American McGee's Alice in Wonderland is creepy as fuck, but beautifully done. There was an episode where one of the kid has all the currency in the playground and is a market crash, and they use other kids' currency to end up broke. Proves value of money doesn't equate to happiness. Yes, TJ Detweiler, where he ended up going on holiday for a week. Whilst away on holidays, a card game ended up coming in, and everyone ended up going into social classes based on where the what cards you had. The stronger you are in the card game, the better you did. He ended up making Ponzi schemes in order to get all of the cards. Everyone needed to pay him in order to use stuff and give him cards in order to use stuff. He dethroned Sideshow. He dethroned King Bob. Became king of the playground, and then in order to defeat him, his friends introduced a brand new card game which came over the wavelengths and ended up going into place until eventually it ended up ending because the adults ended up playing it as well. Yeah, no, genuinely, Recess is a bloody awesome franchise. Go Tomoga. What is Go Tomoga? Okay, I wish the game actually gave me more information on that, but screw it, I don't care enough. Ooh, okay. So a speed racer we can upgrade. In that case, we're picking Mulan. Win the race by boosting for 10 seconds, but easy. And then we get a couple of Mulan points. So we're going to get Mulan. Nice. Oh! Oh! Oh, no! Okay, we've learned our lesson. We're not even trying it. Perfect. Thank you so much, my friend. You are a gent and a scholar. I will look into that and try and implement it directly after the stream. I don't want to do it now in case I completely completely screw the audio system as we're performing. And although all of you would probably be happy not hearing my dopey ass, I think it's better that we don't do that. Any of your unlocked racers or some of the guest racers? Ooh, actually, we can play as Randall. Okay, we might play Randall in the next one. Toon Village. Yeah, I figured, Benny. How are you guys enjoying me fumble around in the kart racer, by the way? But I'd recommend recording 30 seconds of you speaking and then play it back to see how you are and then adjust it. I will do. That makes perfect sense, my friend. Like, I had a couple of audio compressions put on it originally anyway, but it kept peaking even worse than what it is now. It's doing significantly better, my microphone workup, than it used to be. I'm not peaking near as much as I used to, but unfortunately, as you're all quite aware of, I'm just a loud bastard in general, so I have a tendency just to properly, you know, peak every mic I use, sadly. So hopefully what they're doing. You properly chuckled me on that one. That is a beautiful response, Katie. You properly chuckled me on that one. That's awesome. Oh, I love that response with a passion. That is fucking gorgeous. Oh, can we get there before he does? Yay! We won! Like, genuinely, that response is so good. Katie, you deserve one of these. I do actually... Well, I don't anymore. I did have the Yu-Gi-Oh game downloaded. Do I actually still have it downloaded? Maybe I do. Let me check. No, I don't. Thankfully, I was smart enough to get rid of it. I did have Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel downloaded for a bit there. That game is... Woo! If you want to talk about a game that's for sweats, crikey. Oh, this counts as a multiplayer game, does it? I think this might count as a multiplayer game. What were we looking at before where we wanted to see multiplayer? Was it... No, what was it we were looking at? Was it you? Yes, it was you. Use Maui, use Moana, use Jesse, use Olaf, use Anna. Well, we're not doing any of that. Yay, that does count as a multiplayer game. Good, so we have 3 points. Good. I lost my Yu-Gi-Oh! Switch collection sealed. Oh, how did you do that? Ooh, okay. Finish races and multiplayer. How does this one not count? How did it not count towards this? Moana, gone to... Yeah. Okay. That one's also multiplayer, so how did it not count for you? Race once, get on the leaderboard. Okay, fair enough. Oh, we have to have her unlocked. We have to... Oh, this is what I meant by Gogo Tomoga. Ah, from my Big Hero 6. I didn't know her name was Gogo Tomoga. Interesting. Okay, let's change our racer. Who else can we try? Olaf is actually a character that we get points off for using. Okay.
I consider myself a rather quick merman. No.
Well, we're going to use Olaf because we end up getting more points on our multiplayer thing for using it. Bros, I didn't actually mind SmackDown. I know people have a problem with Pat McAfee coming up. I don't have a problem with Pat McAfee. I like Pat McAfee. I think he's I think he's good for the product and the whole lot. He's fantastic as a bloody commentator. It is interesting that Ari, the owner of TKO, thinks of him as the next Sylvester Stallone. So that's one of the reasons why he's been popped in there. I do think if you wanted it to be more personal between Cody and Randy Orton, I would have had it been Brandy. I would have had it been Brandy that was talking to him as a way to screw Randy, and her basically turn around and say, you have been screwing this sport for years. You've been trying to improve it, and now you're finally getting in the way of your own desire. I want the old Cody back. The Cody that left this company to improve the sport. I think that would have helped much more than Pat McAfee. That's the way I would have went. I would have used his wife. But I understand them using Pat McAfee, and I don't mind it. Yes, it's underwhelming, which is unfortunate, but it doesn't bother me as much as it does other people. What about you? How did you find it, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, I am not used to this map. Oh, that reverses you. Okay, that must have been someone's special skill. Interesting. Do you think so, Katie? Because I don't know. Everyone, well, again, maybe everyone is assuming that Pat McAfee was the mystery caller. If it ultimately turns out that the mystery caller was Brandy, I think that's what I would do. I would have the mystery caller be Brandy Rhodes. I know an awful lot of people don't want to see Brandy Rhodes on the show, and that's for good reason as well. But genuinely, that's what I would do. I would have the mystery caller be Brandy Rhodes. Ooh, this is a really good remix of You Have a Friend in Me, too. God damn it, no, I'm not gonna win. Who the fuck is that person in first? So we got second. Who was that person at first?
Works for me!
I think we never get going Rock versus Cody, even though past 2 years they traded. The fact that Cody lost to Rock means that they should end up having it. Maybe at Mania Saudi, because Rock's definitely probably going to have a match at Mania Saudi if that Saudi goes ahead. But it'll be interesting to see what ends up happening, for sure. That would probably be where I would end up having if you're having it. Do you think Ted's going to come back after being found innocent? No. No, I don't. He's not even talking to his father after that result. I'm not even sure that Ted DiBiase Jr. wants to come back to wrestling. Would I bring him back? Probably not either. Ted DiBiase Jr. was never really good. I don't want to be mean to him. It's the same way as Michael McGillicuddy was never particularly good. Curtis Axel. Unfortunately, you're not your father. And there are cases where you're not near as good as your father. We'll see what ends up happening. Sometimes it ends up working out in terms of football. Supposedly Kai Jr. is as good as Wayne Rooney. Supposedly Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. is as good as Cristiano Ronaldo. We'll find out when shit hits the fan and time ends up coming down. Like LeBron James' son is nowhere near as good as LeBron James. Benny can probably give me more information on that. He watches that shite. Or do you watch basketball, Benny? I actually don't know if you do. But it comes down to that situation. And sadly in wrestling, it's just an honest to God truth that Ted DiBiase Jr. is a pale imitation of Ted DiBiase, as was the case for Michael McGillicuddy and Mr. Perfect. Oh no, I'm not saying LeBron isn't a Hall of Famer. I'm just saying that his son isn't anywhere near as good as him. Now again, I'm also not watching his son, so maybe he is, but I don't know. Again, I don't watch basketball, so it wouldn't be fair of me to comment on the legend of the game as to whether or not how their athletic ability is in terms of the game. But yeah, no, I got that after it came through immediately after I turned around and said about that. But yeah, no, that makes sense. I'll look at your message in a second, bros. Just let me finish this lap first, if that's okay. I'm not sure why, but there's something about this map that makes it harder to read the chat while I'm racing it. It's the only map where kind of its color differential means I have to pay more attention to the map. I'm not sure if it's because of the bright colors or what the deal is, but if I don't pay attention to this map, I'm going to fall off of it. Okay, good. I watch basketball. Victor Wembanyama will be known as a GOAT of basketball. LeBron's great, but not the GOAT in my opinion. Fair enough. I honestly couldn't tell you. I suppose fucking well, the GOAT will probably always be recognized as Jordan. Like, won't Michael Jordan always be considered the GOAT of basketball? Or is that a complete misnomer for someone that's literally just taken the Nike brand as a reason that he's that big? Like I know nothing about Jordan. I don't know if Jordan actually was good as a basketball player. I assume he was, because otherwise he wouldn't have gotten as many opportunities as he did. But like, yeah. Okay, cool. So, through this multiplayer, we're not getting points off you. Fine. So this multiplayer isn't accounting to it. And this multiplayer isn't either. Why? Also, do I have to click start race here and then pick team mode? Okay, fair enough. That's annoying that you can't get points in multiplayer in the other versions of multiplayer. You have to click start there and then go to the multiplayer here. I understand it, but that's annoying. Like all of these multiplayers should be tethered together. I wasn't even debating over GOAT status, but Jordan is a fair shout. LeBron is just a Hall of Famer. Fair enough. Fair enough. Jordan is the current GOAT. Do you think that Victor is good enough to surpass Jordan? Do you, bro? That's fascinating. I mean, the sad thing about it too is, again, you'd know more about basketball than me to give a connotation as if this one is the case. In football, it's hard to give an idea on who is the GOAT in football, because like people turn around there and say that you have the likes of Pele, who obviously won the 3 World Cups, could be considered the GOAT. But in the modern day, would he end up surviving in the more grounded, less gangster style of football? Who knows? You know, I'm of the opinion that football is much worse now than it was even 20 years ago. So, you know, Ronaldo, as good as Ronaldo and fucking Messi are, I don't think they're the GOATs. Or even to be in the equation for it, but that could be me just being, you know, a hater as well. I don't know if a similar discussion can be made for basketball, if maybe the game has changed enough that the oldies that are considered GOATs now would have a problem in the modern game. Maybe they played a harsher play style that they wouldn't get away with now. Maybe it was a lighter play style that you couldn't get away with now. I don't know the sport enough to be able to give an opinion. In my opinion, Kobe is the GOAT. I mean, Kobe is an unfortunate situation that he just, like, am I wrong? Again, don't know enough about this, so I could be talking absolute pig shite on this statement. Am I wrong in stating that Kobe passed away as still an active player? Like, Kobe wasn't near the end of his career, was he? Like, do we have enough of Kobe's career to know that he actually was the GOAT? Or am I wrong on that? I don't know, so that's why I say he was retired. Okay, fair enough. Then I'm completely wrong. Then that's fair. That's fair. You know, so I was always of the opinion that he was still active. Again, just don't know about basketball. I know less about basketball than I do about baseball. I just know that I find basketball more fun to watch than baseball. But I'd still love to go to a baseball event at some point in time in my life if I ever do a third trip to America. If my father is a famous sportsman, I'd stay away from the sport. I wouldn't duck, if I'm honest, because A, you get plenty of opportunities to go into it, and B, they know the tricks of the sport. It's the same thing as if your father is a plumber, you go into it, if you can, and you're able to get the interest for it and you actually enjoy it, you go into plumbing because he has extra bits for you, he has connections and attachments that benefit you in your work. At least that's my viewpoint. Maybe I'm wrong. I think you go down the route of your family because they know the little extras that continue to go there. I know tons of farmers where the little information you wouldn't know about continues to go down. That's just my viewpoint. I understand it if you disagree. You and your hatred for baseball kills me from the inside out. I'm just pulling the piss, Benny. I don't actually have a hatred for baseball. I just think it's a slightly overrated sport. I don't actually have a hatred for it because some of the shit people can do in baseball, the throwers, is unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's just I like watching it on TV. I don't think they have. It's the same thing as. It's the same thing as Championship in League 1 and League 2 football. The aesthetic isn't good enough there for me to be interested in watching it. If you get me. I don't actually have a hatred for the sport. Now I'm just pulling the piss. That and because I know nothing about baseball, you playing out of the park baseball, it just goes straight over my head. And there's not enough in it to intrigue me, so I'm just pulling the piss. I'm trying not to be mean about the sport. But yeah, that's fine. If it's not a TV sport, that's fine. But that's my point. It's just that I haven't been to a game, and that's why I'd like to go to a game. I think Messi, Ronaldo are two goats due to how long they did it. I mean, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. But then again, there's also the equation of other people that could be put into it. Could you put Zlatan Ibrahimovic in that conversation since he done it everywhere because he fucked up to absolutely every single league, and in every single league he was in was the top goal scorer. Did Zlatan? Actually, there's a question for you. Did Zlatan win the Golden Boot when he was with United? I don't think he did he? I think Aguero bet him. But I think it was tight. I don't remember. I don't remember if Zlatan won it that season. Because my point when it comes down to Zlatan is he's won the Golden Boot everywhere he went. He's just not as properly big down as what was cut down. I think he did, didn't he? I think Mbappe win the Champions League and win another World Cup. He's top 3. Do you? Oh, I don't know about that. Mbappe. I think Mbappe is a creature of insane benefit that, in my opinion, defending in the world of football has gotten so much shit than it was even 5 years ago. I don't think there's a single defender, and by the way, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think there's a single defender in the world today that's in the top 20 years ago. I don't think there's a single defender working today that's in the top 20 years ago. And I'll stand by that statement. I think that. I think the quality of defenders in the past 5 years has dropped off a fucking cliff. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. I think it's happened with strikers as well, but that's a different conversation. Running a trade separate. LA Galaxy, in my opinion, Pele is the GOAT. He scored more than 30 than he did under... I I mean, yeah, well, that's the point with Pele. Pele is the one that people end up bringing up as a potential GOAT, but could he survive in the modern game? Because it was a rogues game then. It's a lot fitter now than it was back then. You need to be a lot fitter back then. Can you end up doing it in the whole lot? Like, Pele is the one that ends up bringing up. And by the way, I think he's daft. But I think it was Andy Goldstein. One of them on Talk Sport turned around and says that Pele in the modern day wouldn't even be top 20 in the world. Now, that's horseshit. But he turned around and says that Pele wouldn't even get into the top. They wouldn't even get into the top players in the world at the moment today if he was playing. I think that's bullshit. But I haven't watched enough of Pele to be able to comment. It's before my time, and I couldn't end up stating. Rudiger is the only one I would say, but no one else. Well, I mean, now Rudiger, no, not this year's Rudiger, bro. I mean, if we're going by people that are still active that in theory could have been in it, then maybe Virgil van Dijk could be in consideration for it as well. But modern day Rudiger, I don't think so. Modern day Ruben Diaz, I don't think so. Modern day Virgil van Dijk, definitely fucking not. One question is, has anyone seen Pele actually play? Well, there's tons of images, there's tons of videos of Pele playing. It's just they're very much masked, so it's hard to bloody tell. So yeah, like tons of people have seen Pele play. It's just a matter of recency bias and not being able to tell properly, you know? Anyway, into another team match. Actually, no, we won't. Not yet, because I think you need to select them before you go in. Oh, no, you don't. Okay, cool. So just unlocking them and then doing it ends up working. I mean, actually watch a game for 90 minutes. No. No, that hasn't been done, but that's because there isn't a full... due to my knowledge, there isn't a full 90-minute recording of him in order to have that be a possibility, bro. To my knowledge. I could be definitely wrong on that. But to my knowledge, there isn't currently a full 90 minutes of Pele to critique.
I'm all warmed up and ready to go.
The seas are mine to control.
But hey, you know, what can you say? He scored more under 30 than he did underage. What do you mean by that, Duck? I know you're on about Zlatan Ibrahimovic, but I'm not sure what you mean by that. So then Pele can't be the GOAT for anyone due to no one seeing him play 90 minutes. Well, no. That's not the case either, because there are people alive today that have watched Pele play, bro. We can't comment on Pele because we don't have a full 90 minutes to watch him play. I can't comment on Pele because there's no footage for me to view him and do it. But there are people alive today, football historians, who have watched him play, and it's a matter of if you take their opinion as the true opinion as to whether or not he's the GOAT, and if that is enough for you to go on the equation as to whether or not he is. Is that enough for you to make the decision that he is the GOAT based on that? That's the decision you need to end up making, you know? If you get me. But I also don't think the fact that you haven't seen someone do it is a fair enough conclusion that they're not the GOAT either. Because, like, I know that there's very few recordings of Bruno Sammartino in wrestling. Yet Bruno Sammartino sold out Madison Square Garden consistently for 25 years. He made more money in the 50s and 60s than any media personality alive during that period. He was making more money than music stars. He was making more money than TV stars. He was the highest paid entertainer in the world for that period of time. So is it fair for that not to be an opinion taken into place for him? You know, it's hard to bloody know. Like, that's where those type of situations need to be taken into consideration, you know? Is Bruno San Martino meant to be considered for that when there's no proper footage nowadays to end up being put down there? Or do you just go off of the modern day and go for someone like Hulk Hogan, someone like John Cena for wrestling terms, you know? That's why I don't take that as a valid conclusion, if you get me. No! No!
Check the replay. You sure I didn't win?
I thought I could do collisions. You did not deserve that first place, you prick. Yes, my opinion is no one can say a player is good unless they actually seen them play a full game. Yeah, that's fair enough, bro. That's fair enough if that's the way you end up going about it. Did you see Garnacho doing an interview about Chelsea? I haven't. What did the sniveling worm end up saying this time?
I'm about to revolutionize the racing.
So be it.
I actually don't mind Garnacho. I don't have as much of a hatred towards Garnacho as some people tend to end up having towards him. But he is just a sniveling goddamn worm. Like, he should just focus on his own goddamn play instead of consistently whinging about not getting game time or anything like that. He also needs to talk to Lukaku's training team and bulk the fuck up. I've been saying it for 4 years. The man could be blown over with a gust of wind. Which is unfortunate, but you do what you can. Anyway. Let's try Triton and see what ends up happening while we have him free to use. Oh no, Jay is in again. God damn it. I never got to use Triton during the demo, so it'll be interesting to see what he's like. It's still over the goddamn spot. Oh my god, guys. We're getting bounced 10 shades to crap here. Okay, Triton is interesting. He's a heavier character as you'd expect, which means it's harder to do drifts with him. Oh, that's awesome. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do horrific in this race. Okay, we're in third. Who's God first is a while away, isn't he? I don't think it's even going to be possible to catch him. Oops, well, doesn't help when you screw the pooch and miss the fucking jump that you're meant to do. Yeah, there we go. So I get third. I mean, third's not a bad result for this race, I suppose. Not good, though. He posted on his Instagram that promises were broken and he's going to do an interview. He never should have left United. He was gone from United anyway. He didn't have a choice. Like, he was going to be sold and sent off from United anyway, so he didn't have a choice there. It was right though. He should have shut up and just continued because he was playing good with United. But that's because he had a good partnership with his wingbacks. He doesn't have a good partnership with his current wingbacks.
My ocean, my rule.
We can do this.
But hey, what can you really do?
Wait to feel the wind through my
He deserves everything that's hit him, I suppose. It's hard to really tell too, like. But hey, you know. The thing with Chelsea is Chelsea will end up selling him for a profit. They'll get fucking 40 or 50 million for him, and Bob's your uncle happy out. So he might be sold from Chelsea by the end by the summer of next year. At least that's what I would do if I was Chelsea. I'd just sell him and be done. Ooh, okay, so we're going up against our own Triton this time in Arendelle. Arendelle. Which movie is Arendelle? I know you say that, but someone would buy him. Like, if Borussia Dortmund are genuinely considering bringing back Jadon Sancho, someone would buy Garnacho. There's always a market out there for you. It's just a matter of who you can convince to do it. And Chelsea have a particularly good sale and recruitment crew, so they'd be able to figure out someone to end up doing it anyway, you know. But they will make, like, it depends on what you categorize as profit, Senior Duck. Because if profit to you is making more money than what you bought him for, then they mightn't make a profit. Although in Chelsea's case, they will actually end up, unfortunately, they will actually sell him for more than what they bought him for, because they only bought him for 40. There's no way they don't sell him for at least 40. Because he's a Premier League proven player in the whole lot, and he can end up doing good. He's just having a bad season. They'll sell him for at least 40. So like, they will make a profit on him because they bought him for dirt cheap. But at that same point in time, even if they didn't, even if they sold him for 35 million, even if they sold him for 25 million, based on the fact that they've had him for a year, cost analysis breakdown, the fact that that his value is depreciated on his books, he will come across as a profit, you know? So in terms of Chelsea, Chelsea will make a profit on him, but it depends on what you categorize as a profit. Is it a true profit? Probably not. Do Chelsea give a shit? Definitely not. You know? Oh no, no! Oh, we should have been first. Got to go. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you so much, my friend. Have a fantastic time. Remember, I've been stupid, sexy Craic. Schlongafol, and as always, Poke Mahone. United got 20% of it. Yeah, well, that's nice as well. I wouldn't pay more than 25. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, Doc, what I would pay for him. I just know there will be a market out there for them. There's always a market for them. If Arsenal bought Madueke for 50 million, tits. If Arsenal bought Madueke for 50 million, there's going to be someone that would spend 40 million on Garnacho. You know? Could be someone in the Premier League. Bunch of idiots. But someone will end up spending the money on him, you know? I genuinely still don't understand why Arsenal did that. Okay, we need to level up one more time, so let's do another team battle and see what ends up. Oh no, not with Mickey! Not with Mickey! Not with Mickey! Oh, never mind, fine. We're going with Mickey. Atlantica. Interesting. So we're going to the Little Mermaid's home.
See you at the finish line real soon.
Okay, everybody, on three.
No, which fact was that, Senior Duck? You'll have to repeat it for me, unfortunately. My apologies. .30 and overs years old. Zlatan scored more than when he was 29. Yeah. Oh, he became really proficient in his older ages, to be fair. Like, I'm a Zlatan enjoyer. I quite like Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I think he's a lot better than what people give him credit for. So, like, Like, I'll always say slightly good things about him because I genuinely thought Zlatan Ibrahimovic should have been in the discussion as one of the top strikers of that era. Himself and Robert Lewandowski, in my opinion, are underrated. Maybe that's rose-tinted glasses. Maybe that's me having favoritism towards players that I genuinely just have a bit of a liking to. But I think himself and Robert Lewandowski were always kind of looked at a bit lesser than they should have been. Yeah, Olivier Giroud as well, to be fair. I think Giroud was just unlucky that he was around like Titans in the Premier League at the time that he was there with Arsenal. And he was with Arsenal and didn't win anything with them, you know? I mean, to be fair, you could also count. Well, this one it's a bit more fair because he was never an elite level striker, but he was always a good striker. Peter Crouch as well. I think if Peter Crouch had gotten better opportunities, I think Peter Crouch might have been considered a top striker as well. But again, that might be the wrong way of looking at it too. Yeah, come on, we have this. Couldn't do it in the MLS though, Giroud. Well, he was dead by that point. The man could barely fucking move. Like, I'm shocked he passed the medical to get into the MLS, if I'm honest, Senior Benny. Like, genuinely, the man looked like he'd break into a twig every time that he made a public appearance, never mind a game appearance. He's at Lille now, though. Well, DDP yoga does wonders for people. I didn't even realize he was still active. I know that Nani is still active in Australia, which I think is fascinating. He's 1 and 2 goals for every cap. Oh, okay. That was before he would have been at TM8. I don't know what TM8 means. Sorry. I think you mean great. Oh, teammate. Okay, that makes sense. God, that actual little beat of the Atlantic team is actually kind of cool. I don't recognize the joke. I mean, to be fair, jokes about Senior Miles Lewis Skelly oftentimes go over my head, so apologies. I need to try and understand them a wee bit more. Oh, we're gonna unlock Mike Wazowski. Mike Wazowski. By the way, I have the height of respect for that woman who ended up doing that goddamn voice. Because, like, how, like, maybe it is her natural voice, but the person that ended up voicing, where is she? Because she is here. Let's have a look. Winnie the Pooh, Will Turner, Violet, Penelope, Sully, the Evil Queen, Tom Mater. She is here. Sadness, Scrooge McDuck, Russell, Ralph, Oristira, Queen of Hearts, Olaf, Nick Wilde, Mr. Incredible, Mrs. Incredible, Moana, Mowgli, Miss Piggy, Meg, Lotso, Mabel, Mad Hatter, Maui, Lightning McQueen, Kuso, Chris Docking, Triton, Candy, Jumba, Judy Trops. I'm almost positive she is here. Oh, she's not here. I could have sworn I seen her earlier on. Okay, let me see her name. Monsters Inc. characters. Yeah, Roz. Like the person that ended up voicing Roz in Monsters Inc. Like, fair play to you, and maybe your voice is able to do it. Bob Peterson. Obviously, it isn't. He isn't. But like, to be able to end up doing the Mike Wazowski, and that voice is fucking unbelievable. You're late for work, Mike Wazowski.
Wow. Don't believe it.
Oh god, I'm cringe. Yeah, Roz, yeah. Oh my god. Really? I'm shocked he isn't a character, if I'm honest. I'm actually kind of shocked he isn't a character, that they haven't made him a character. What other outfits does Mickey have?
This is amazing.
Like, I know it's a racing game, but you could end up giving them some actual fancy characters, like character skins.
Gosh. Yeah, this is amazing.
Like Sorcerer Mickey. Maybe that's a character to plan on adding in. Well, I don't know if this game is even still getting fucking development. But a Sorcerer Mickey would be a character you could add into this and a whole lot. Ooh, okay, we have a claim here. Oh, nice. Ooh, if we continue with this, we might be able to get a bit of Snow White. New crew member unlocked. We have the Huntsman unlocked. Interesting, okay. Doc? And Bashful. Okay, if we get bloody Snow White, which we won't, unfortunately, there isn't enough shards there, but if we got Snow White, we'd have a chance at something interesting there. So what are we doing? Spend upgrade points. Oh, it was the upgrade tokens that ended up doing that. Interesting, okay. Well, that means we have the black guards unlocked and the doorknob unlocked now. Again, none of these are useful for any of the characters that we have, which is hilarious. Just unlocking loads of crap that we can't use. Still, hey, we're getting some points. That's not too bad. And in Jesse's case, we're getting some points as well, but 33 points is pittance, to be honest. Like, it would be beautiful if we had some of the characters to give us more points. If we had Maui or Moana, it would help galore. Or use a racer from tier 5, which I don't know what that ends up meaning, where we end up doing that. But hey, we're getting some points. That's all that you want. Although, ironically, claim. What else can we claim? Now, there's a claim there and I have no idea where it is. But hey, I suppose who gives a crap? I mean, the shop is doing the same thing, so I can't really complain. I do hate when games have this problem happen where something is there and it's not telling you what the selectable item is for you. Like, what else? Yeah, anyway. Special events claim worlds. So we have these unlocked now. So we have all these new ones that we can end up doing as well. So we have tons of races to do if we need to. But the sad thing is that even though we have all of these unlocked, we're still stuck that we can't continue on this because we don't have any of these, any of the cars, Olmoff, or any of them. So we need to try and hope that we unlock one of these so that we can end up continuing on. Olaf was the one that we're the closest to getting. I mean, you can't do the racer boost there. Okay, Craic, I'll explain the joke. You can do if you want to, Senior. You don't have to. I'd appreciate it, but you don't have to. I just don't know the joke, unfortunately. Oh, okay. So for each of these tournaments, you need the shard in order to do it. So because we have Mike, we can do Mike.
Watch the expert.
Interesting.
I got everything I need to
okay.
win right here.
Okay, well, let's start the Novice Cup and see what ends up happening.
Oh, you are not gonna regret this.
Nice. We're going to be able to get a trophy out of this. Nice. I like that idea. Benny said Giroud couldn't do it in the MLS league. I love how you had to put league in quotes there because you know what I'm like. So I replied that was before MLS player was his teammate. Giroud never played with Myers Lewis Skelly, did he?
I've read about this. Anyone want some Herculate for the road?
That car, by the way, Magora's car is gorgeous.
Really nice car.
I mean, I get the joke because he was obviously an Arsenal player, but I don't think Giroud was ever there for it. Oh, okay. So basically, the Craic is just an idiot. Is what we're learning from this conversation. We can't take context clues to make a joke. Or not to make a joke, to enjoy a joke. Oh shit, this is only one lap. Okay, we have to be careful like since there's only one lap. Nice one. Happy up. Yeah, so that's the first of 4 races. So let's continue on and let's see how we can end up doing it. Can we get the win with Mike Wazowski? With 12 points gotten so far, so that's nice. Oh, we're getting our beautiful song again!
May the best monster win.
I've read about this before.
All right, deep breaths. I got this. Oh, I am out of here!
There's an American Sign Language filter for streams on Twitch. Nice! I mean, sign language is something that should be given an awful lot more love. You know, at some point in time, I might bother my arse to go and learn it, because it is genuinely an incredibly useful skill to end up having, you asses.
Did I make the leaderboard? Sure.
Well, this is 2 laps, but we still don't want to be last or second on the first to go of the lap.
Yeah.
Okay, turn the corner. I don't know how it does versus the CPU, whether or not it actually makes that much of a difference changing the CPU's controls. I mean, it seems to, so can't complain too much.
Not funny. Oh, yes!
And I win.
I'm telling you,
Cool.
you're gonna see
There,
this
yeah,
face a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
more often.
But yeah, no. Sign language is always something that I've always wanted to learn. Although I will say one of the funniest jokes I ended up hearing is if someone has lost a finger or lost a hand and attempts to do sign language, are they speaking with a lisp? I wonder if that would be figured out to be the case. Would they be speaking with a lisp as a result of that? It's actually quite an insensitive joke when you think about it, but hey. Yeah, anyway, let's go for a tea party. Hans.
Oh, I'm gonna race circles around you guys. Watch.
It is funny that Mike's girlfriend is a character before the likes of Roz or the owner of the fucking power plant. I suppose there's maybe some people that like Mike's girlfriend as a character. She's never bloody interested in me, hence why I don't remember her name and just call her Mike's girlfriend. Good. We're going out of the cup in the quarterfinals. I haven't been paying attention. Is the result still 1-0, Senior Benny? Or has it changed? This has gone horrifically bad in comparison to the other ones. It is quite... Sometimes I forget that boost is A on the controller when the jump is X. It feels a little bit weird not having it the other way around. But hey, we got the win, so who cares? I call her Monster Medusa. I mean, she pretty much is, to be fair. But yeah, League is more important. I mean, it is more important. Yeah, it's 2-0 to Leeds. Yeah, Leeds are winning, unfortunately. Calvert-Lewin with the penalty there on the 75th minute. But it's a bad time for a loss too, because next week, obviously, West Ham face Wolves. So that's a game where they need to end up winning. They need to win against Wolves because Spurs will probably end up winning their first game, as much as I hate to say it. Like, it's at Sunderland, but it wouldn't shock me if Sunderland ended up dropping points to Roberto De Zerbi in his first game. I'm hoping not. Aronson won the pen. That's unfortunate.
Are there any jumps on this one?
Race is about to begin.
You like cars, huh? Because I got a really nice car.
Can we do a 4x4 and win all 4 of the races? We'll see now in a moment, I suppose. As we do this Lilo and Stitch course again. Although it looks different than the last time we done the Lilo and Stitch course, so must be a different version of the Lilo and Stitch course. He's knocking me off the goddamn park. Interesting. It is a shame that building up the boosts longer doesn't do anything. You do have to kind of just use the boost whenever you get it. and start to do it again once your tires end up going to a certain color. There's no point holding the boost.
Well, that stinks.
And Magora taken out.
Here you go.
So there is a way up to that top route. I have no idea how. So interesting, because I think this is my first time using this map. Oops, wrong way. Yeah. Careful, Craic. Okay, and yes, we got all four. Beautiful. 4 out of 4 in the tournament. That's what you want to end up happening. Mike Wazowski got us the win. Magora ended up getting second. Hades was there. Hades ended up bouncing me to crap, so he did, to be honest. But hey, this is a nice little result for us. We got ourselves the Gold Cup. Gain vault points to unlock vault rewards by reaching at least top 3 in every race. So what does the vault pass get you? So in this particular case, if we use the exclusive, you can get Sully if you buy the pass. Screw you guys. Is there any free? Well, I mean, you get the free of her, I suppose. You do get... No, it's exclusive. Get a free Mike. More exclusive Sully. Oh, you get a free Sully. Exclusive Randall. Costume. Fair enough. So that's a bit of a waste. But hey, that's interesting anyways. Anyway. That's me for now, I think. I think I'm going to end up leaving it there for now, my friends. I'm going to go now and do a couple of things this evening. Go and get my steps in. Enjoy the Craic. I'll be live again tomorrow. Considering it's the bank holiday Monday and I'll have more time, I'm not sure what time I'll be going live at, but I will end up going live at some point tomorrow. Until then, my friends, I'm going to send you over to iBearMow. He's just up there. He's doing marbles to start things off with a stream. But he's one of the spotlight streamers on Pizza Party at the moment and seems like a good bit of crack. So I'll send you over there and see how the crack ends up going. Again, thank you all for coming in. It was a pleasure talking to each and every one of you that did end up coming in. Remember that I have been Stupid Sexy Craic. Make sure that your Easter Sunday goes fantastic. Eat all of your eggs and keep yourself in good standings. But as always, Schlongafol and Poke my home, my friends. Adios.